let's see if this is working now. Content. And we'll go in here. And I want to be able to go see the chat. Here. I know the sound is working. Alright, so we got the chat. Pop out the chat so I can see the chat. Pop out the chat on that browser. Alright, so that goes like this. That's the chat for one side. Let me pop out the other chat. Like I said, I've been having computer issues with this XSplit lately. So I wasn't sure we were going to be able to start the stream and be able to do this tonight. So it started the stream private a couple of times, and then I made it public. And the reason why I did that is because if the software was messing up, I didn't want to send out a whole bunch of notifications and then nobody comes to the live stream because I sent too many notifications out. You see how that works? Okay, so I didn't want to do that. Alright, I can see both live streams. Alright, I was in a room last night by a guy who goes by Majorly Awesome. That's one of his usernames on YouTube. He's also known as Rogue Nation. Rogue Nation said that he was going to do a video tonight on the Digital Currency Act that the U.S. government just passed within the last few days. See, and I've been warning you about this because Monograph has been warning people about this and how this works. See, what it's going to do is it's going to get rid of paper money. It's going to put everything on a digital currency. Everything's going to get rid of the fiat money. When they go to a digital currency, the government will be able to tell you what you can buy and what you can't buy. That's what FedNow is all about. Look into FedNow. They're going to make it where your money expires. Right? Now everybody's going to say, well, Emo, they're not going to make it where money expires. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Okay? So you can see I'm not joking. And I got the sensitive part hidden. Okay? I took the sensitive information off this. Because I don't want it all over the goddamn internet. But see this? This is a United Healthcare card. You see that? Every month. Every quarter of the year. 4 times a year. United Healthcare, depending on your premium, puts $40 on this card. If you don't use that money within 3 months, it expires. So they can do that with this healthcare card. What makes you think they can't do it with your money, people? And to prove I'm right, with this Digital Currency Act that just passed, here, we'll go right over here, we'll go to add source, and we'll go right to the horse's mouth. Here is a web search right here that I just did on United Healthcare. See what it says? Now, let's read this, shall we? Based on it may give you these amounts. I get 40 every 3 months. Okay? if the credits are not used within 4 months, within the time allotted, see, the credits will be lost. See how that says expires? So they can do that on a healthcare card. A healthcare card that gives you $40 worth of spending cash for over-the-counter stuff that you might need, like Band-Aids and stuff. If they can do that on a health insurance card, right? If they can do that on a fucking health insurance card, what makes you think they can't do that with digital currency, idiot? Moron. The whole idea of FedNow, that thing they created like 4 or 5 years ago, was if the government when the government gets ready to control you, they can tell you what you can and what you can't spend your money on. Okay? That's what FedNow is. Oh, you want a new computer, Emo? But I'm sorry, Emo, you're a bottom feeder. We think you should pay your electric bill. We think you should pay your phone bill. We think you should put groceries on the we think you should put groceries on the table. Us at FedNow decided that you're not allowed to buy a computer. And if you don't think that's happening, can happen, it's happening now. Because it was just announced 2 weeks ago. I read an article where the U.S. federally is now going to make it where if you're on SNAP, food stamps, you can't go out and buy junk food. You can't go buy donuts. You can't go buy chips. You can't go buy soda. So if they can control you that way with the SNAP program, what makes you think when we switch over to a digital currency, they can't do that with your money? They're already testing that in the SNAP program. By not allowing you to buy candy bars and donuts and chips and junk food. I'm telling you, and they just passed the digital fucking Money Act this past week. Digital Currency Act. And I just showed you on the screen. They give me $40 on this healthcare card. And it's supposed to be used within the 3-month period, because it comes out every quarter. And it says right here on the screen, if you don't use that money within those 3 months, you lose the credit. So in other words, Mike just recently filed, because he's 65 years old, he just fucking, they turned on his Social Security, okay, because of his age. It's about $1,200 a month in Social Security. Now, for the last 4 or 5 years, since he's been unable to work and he's been sick with the cancer he has, we've been living off of my check. So I told him, I said, you know what? Why don't we put your disability check away for like 5 or 6 months, and then when you croak, I have money to bury your dumb ass. Right? Take $1,000 of his fucking Social Security check and put it in the bank and don't spend it for 6 months. Well, guess what? With the Digital Currency Act, they could say, guess what, Emo? We see you got $600 in your banking account. You got 30 days to spend it, or you lose that $6,000. That's what they're going to do with the Currency Act. Just like I got on the screen, they do it with the credits of the fucking healthcare card. And I'm telling you, this is going to happen. And they just passed this shit. Just passed this shit. And what did Charles Schwab say? You will own nothing, you will have nothing, and you will be happy about it. Direct quote from Charles Schwab. Direct quote. Because that's what I like to do over the next 6 months. Save $6,000 and fucking pay off and be able to pay Mike's burial funeral, Mike's fucking funeral, and fuck it, and just and be tough. Just keep living on my check and don't touch his, and save the money for 6 months, and then take that money and buy your fucking insurance, your cremation and all that shit. But now with the Digital Currency Act, what if they come back and say, well, Emo, you either use the $6,000 or it will expire and be lost. Yeah. That's what this means. The end of paper money. You're not going to be able to save shit like that. You might be a mother of four, a single mother of four, and you might say, oh, I'll save up money so I can buy a new minivan for my kids. And the government comes in and says, no, bitch, either you spend the money or you lose it. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's going to fucking happen. And you guys think I'm a nut job when I say this. I mean, I just proved with my health insurance that the credits, if you do not use the credits within 3 months, you lose the $40 credit. They're not going to let you build up $40 and then turn $40 into $80 and then turn that into $120. They're not going to let you do that. It says right here, credits, if not used, will be lost. And also part of the whole fucking thing, wait until you hear this one. Not only that, are they going to do the palantiring of everybody and put everybody on a digital currency, but they're going to make it where you have to be in a certain social class to be on the internet. Yeah. These elites are talking about where you're going to need a license to be on your computer. Like a license Lady Di needs to get on a fucking ham radio. Yeah, they want to license the internet. And if you don't make a certain... And if you're a locale like Emo, guess what? Emo goes bye-bye. Yeah. Or if you're on the government dime, the government says you don't deserve the internet. You should use your money to fucking, pay your other bills. Yeah, they're going to make it where they're going to fucking license the internet. It's coming, people. And because what the trolls did to me, I'd be the first one gone. Von Helton, gone. Because of his social score. Rebel, gone. Emo, gone. But no, the faggots like hater trolls and naysayers, they'll get to stay. The drama zone will be able to stay. The four assholes of false perspective, they'll be able to stay. Dragon Up will be able to stay. But all the fucking retards would get kicked off the internet when they do this. Yeah. That's why I hope an EMP comes. I've been praying for an EMP. See, because if I was to say, you know what? I've had it with my trolls. I'm leaving YouTube. I quit YouTube. I'm going to go hide in the corner somewhere because I can't compete with the woe is me, I can't compete with the trolls, and I shut down, then the trolls win. Okay? Then the trolls win if I was to leave the internet. Okay? So I look at it this way. EMP, the total fair thing that I would love to happen to my trolls is a nice EMP. Then everybody loses because everybody's computer is gone. Yeah. It's a clean whoom and everybody gone. I've been praying for an EMP for years now. I wish Y2K would have happened. I really wish Y2K would have happened. Everybody would have been on the internet, and then all the computers worldwide. Poof, gone. See you later, bye-bye. I would have been happy with it. Then I wouldn't have had to deal with all the moronic trolls that I've been dealing with for the last 5 fucking years. Going on 6 now. So, yep, they are working on removing the paper currency. And when they do, just like this health insurance thing I got here on the screen, if they can do that with the health insurance, what makes you think they can't do it with real money? And I keep telling you, the government's going to tell you what you can spend money on and what you can't spend money on. And everybody's going to say, no, the government can't tell me what I can spend my money on and what I can't. Come on, they're doing it now. Oh, you're on Snap? No chips for you. You're on Snap? No beef jerky for you. Now, that's a word we can't say anymore. So I'm only going to say it one time, okay? From now on, it's now dried beef. I'll get into the reason why we can't say the ending word of what I just said. Yeah, it's funny how words are perfectly fine 1 minute, and then the next minute you can't even say a word. The word with everybody knows what dried out beef is, right? Everybody knows what dried out beef is, right? Beef and it starts with a J. Well, you can't say that J word anymore. Why can't you say that J word anymore? Because it's become contaminated. Why has it become contaminated? Because these rich and elites like to drink children's blood. And they like to eat children's flesh. Guess what Epstein's code word for on Epstein Island? Guess what the code word for was when they were going to cannibalize baby flesh? Guess what they called it on the island? Beef with the J word. Yeah, so because of Epstein, I will never say that word again. Beef and the J word behind it. Yeah, because that was the code word for eating babies on Epstein Island. Yeah. Or drink, or they called it BJ juice was the other code for the blood on the Epstein Island. Yeah, see? So it's funny how you can't even... I will never say that word again. I just bought a fucking dehydrator so I can make that shit. So I can make dried out beef. Because I like dried out beef. But now that Epstein ruined it, and I can't say the word that starts with a J no more. I refuse to say that word anymore. Refuse to. So. But yeah, you're on food. Back to what I was saying. The government's already controlling money, aren't they? Food stamps is money, isn't it? So they say, oh, you're on food stamps, you can't buy chips. You can't buy snacks. You can't buy Twinkies. You can't buy donuts. You can't buy junk food. What makes you think the government can't do that when they switch over to digital currency? You can't buy this. You can't buy that. You can't buy this. And then when they get this whole ball of wax going, you know what else is going to happen? Then they're going to throw in a carbon tax, okay, based on how much junk you throw into the environment. This is where all the 15-mile cities come in. The government only wants you to travel within a 15-mile radius, okay? The days of, oh, Lady Di, are you ready for company? Okay, because I'm going to jump in my car, and I'll see you in Arizona on Wednesday, okay? I'll be pulling into your driveway on Wednesday, Lady Di. The ability to just get in a car and go is not going to be able to happen because based on how much carbon tax you're allowed, it will decide how far you go. Yeah. Based on your social score, will decide whether you get on the internet or not, whether you can get a license or not to be on the internet. Oh yeah. This is all the shit they're trying to pass in 2026. And I warned you about this 2 years ago. And then all of a sudden, about a year and a half ago, Monograph shut up. He stopped talking about it. Well, they just did the first step this past week. They just passed the Digital Currency Act in the United States of America. So they got the Fed now already done, which tells you what you can and cannot spend money on. Right? That's been in place for like 3 or 4 years because they're running behind on changing everybody over to this digital currency. They're running behind. So just like the food stamp, just like my health card, if you don't use the money that must be used within 3 months or the credits expire. Yeah, that's gonna be a fucking disaster. So here I am. I'm like, yeah, Mike, let's save up for your burial. Well, what happens if I get 4,000 or 5,000 saved up for Mike's burial, and then the government comes in and says, "Oh, we see you hoarding money, Emo. We see you hoarding money. Either spend it now or lose it." Yeah, they don't want you saving up money for a car. They don't want you saving several $1,000s in the bank. All that's over. Just on a whim to get in the car and drive across country from here to Lady Di's house. All that would be over. Gonna need a fucking license to get on the internet. Oh yeah. This shit is coming, boys, and it ain't gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. So I'm warning you one more time. Shit's about ready to get real. And what a lot of these preppers are doing is they know that shit's been going down for years and years and years. So a lot of these people have been hoarding gold and shit. Now they know that people are buying gold like crazy. So what do? Now gold is up to like 500 plus an ounce now. Right. Because they want to make sure you don't cash out that way and then buy all kinds of gold. Notice how the price of gold and silver is skyrocketing right now? Oh, yeah. Of course it is. Because they don't want you stockpiling that either. So, when was that you read that about the food stamps? About a week and a half ago, or was that like 2 weeks ago? Where they said you can't buy fucking junk food no more.
A week ago.
Oh, it was a week ago? I thought it was more than that. So, one of the things I'd like to save up money for is another computer, but I can see trying to save up for a computer too, but the government will come in and say, nope, you're hoarding money, spend it or lose it. I can see that happening too. Because now my hard drive is fucked. First the fucking video card went, then the fucking motherboard went, now the fucking hard drive is fucked. Yep. Because what they started doing about 10 years ago in computers, if not longer. Now this is an old-fashioned one. This is why it's big. This is why it's wide. It's an external drive, but it's an old school drive. This has the platter in it, okay, that moves around and has the mechanical arm and all that shit. Well, about 10 or 15 years ago, they started coming out with hard drives that are this big. They're about this big, and they're only that thick. They're only about that thick, but they're as wide as a cigarette case. And they went from, and I believe they call that an SSD drive. Well, what's inside the SSD drive, the only way I can describe it, is instead of it being mechanical, the SSD drive has chips in it. So there's like little tiny chips all inside that fucking SSD drive, right? The SSD drives are only built to be deleted and rewritten, deleted and rewritten, deleted and rewritten so many times. And then what happens is, eventually, those chips don't hold data anymore. Which is the problem of what I'm having with the computer now. Because look at this shit. Look at this shit. Just to be here tonight, I had to take like 9 programs out of my computer because XSplit wanted to do a fucking update. And then when I went to fucking put the update of XSplit in, they told me, Emo, you have no fucking hard drive space left. Because this fucking hard drive is 9 fucking years old. How many years do you think it's going to last those chips are going to last being erased and rewritten? Erased and rewritten. Erased and rewritten. So now my fucking hard drive is fucked. I gotta get a fucking another hard drive. I gotta find a way of fucking buying the hard drive now. Because no matter how much shit I delete, this cocksucker right here is always fucking full. I can't, no matter what I delete, the cocksucker is always full. Just like that. So I had a bitch of a time just reinstalling this program in this piece of shit. So yeah, would I like to put money away and buy another computer? Yes, I would love to save money up and buy another fucking computer. But with the Digital Currency Act, if they say, guess what? Your money expires. We'll give you $1,000 emo Social Security a month, and if you don't spend $1,000 by the 3rd of every month, when the next check comes in, you lose all the money you had saved. When they do that, when they make money expire, how the fuck am I supposed to buy a new computer? The hard drive is fucked. You can see it on the screen. My hard drive is completely fucking fucked. So what I'm looking for is, yeah, I can go on Amazon for $300 and buy another fucking SSD. But but my Windows sticker on this computer got fucked up. So I don't have the code for Windows anymore. How do I get everything off this broken hard drive and put on a new hard drive? I have no idea how to do that. Walmart has a nice fucking computer right now that I would love to own if I was able to save the money up for it. It's $1,100. It's available right now at fucking Walmart. It's got 3 fucking rainbow-colored fans on it, right on the front of it. It's nice. Has the same chip this one has, the same RAM, the same memory, the same all that shit. But they want $1,100. So here's my deal. So I'm fucked all the way around. Everybody's gonna say, "Well, Emo, just put a new hard drive in it." But how do I get my shit off the old hard drive? That's what I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to get my old shit back. How do I copy all my videos and my all my important, well, most of the shit's deleted off of there. How do I fucking transfer everything to a new drive? And because my code sticker got messed up, here's the fucking problem that I'm facing. So yeah, I could go out with this computer right now and buy a brand new $400 fucking C drive for the computer. I don't have my Windows key, so I can't take this Windows and put it back in this computer. So how much does Microsoft Windows cost? About $400 or $500. So when you add that up together, that's like $800 something. $400 short of buying a brand new fucking machine. Yeah. So for me to put another hard drive in here, to me, I think would be absolutely stupid at this point. Because, like I said, the chips on the SSD are only made to be erased and rewritten so many times. So, like I said, why am I mentioning this? Because when you have currencies that expire, and there's a possibility that the government can do that to you, how do you save up for a new computer? How do you save up for funeral expenses? How do you save money when that becomes a reality? If the government was to say to you right now, okay, when you get your next paycheck, you got 10 days suspended. If you don't spend your next paycheck, you lose all the money. You can't save anything. So then a week later on Friday, you get your, I'm talking to the people that are working now. So let's say you're working a job and every Friday you get paid. So you're working a job and Friday you get paid every Friday, right? So let's say you get a check. Your weekly salary, and you're like, oh, I paid all my bills this week, I'm doing good, I got like $200 left over. Then your next paycheck goes in the bank. And then they look at your bank account. The government looks at your bank account and says, wait a minute, you got $200 more than what you're supposed to. You got 2 days to spend it or you lose it. How are you supposed to save money for a new computer when that happens? How you save money for funeral expenses when that happens? Yeah. I'm giving you a couple of scenarios of shit that I wanted to save money on, and I can't do it if the government says you either use your whole check email or it expires email. What would happen? How would I be able to... If they said, Mike, you can't save your check every month for your funeral expenses for the next 5 months, you either got to spend it or you lose it. So, if I can't save it, now Mike croaks, how am I supposed to pay for the undertaker? Just using that as an example, that's reality. Just like you might have a fucking computer like my computer right now with a fucked hard drive in it. Where you can't put it in, where you're having all kinds of problems with the piece of shit. How am I supposed to save $1,100 up for a new computer? Oh, it would have been nice if it was still monetized by YouTube, because then I could have took my YouTube earnings in the next 11 months because I was making around 100 plus a month when I was monetized. Right? But let's not get into the fucking rant about being fucking demonetized again. I'm just saying that's another place it could have came from. Yep, so no matter what I delete, that fucking hard drive right there is always full. I can't get rid of shit. No matter what and like I said, XSplit was fucking up. I took it out. I had to take it out. And then I almost wasn't able to put XSplit back in because the computer kept saying, error, you don't have enough space, So then I had to go searching for a few programs to delete. And then it still gave me a hard time installing the fucking thing. Just to come back tonight and do this live stream. Yeah. So I'm just letting everybody know, be careful. I don't like the Digital Currency Act. I don't like them getting rid of... Like I said, they're working on getting rid of paper money. Now, Monograph thinks that when it happens, it's going to be another 19. Okay, a word that starts with pan. Come on, you guys out there in the audience, you're not stupid. You know what I'm talking about. Because there's shit going around again. You know? There's different kinds of... It's not exactly 19 again, but it's other things that can make you sick. So... Monograph thinks that when the world currency collapses and it goes to digital currency, he thinks it's going to be a planned, starts with a D. You should know the rest of the word. Because if you say it in chat, they won't flag the video. But if I say it, they might say, oh, he's putting out false information. Let's remove the video. So I can't say it. But you guys can say it. You guys are not stupid. That's how Monograph thinks it's going to happen. And I just hope that people ain't going to be as gullible and as stupid to go through it like they were the last time. Oh, you want us to stay inside? Yes, master. Yes, master. You want us to wear? You want us to wear a face diaper? Yes, master. Yes, master. We obey, master. Obey, master. You want us to shelter in place while 19's going on? Yes, master. Yes, master. That's what everybody did. Everybody took the fucking, okay, when everybody in their right mind should have never took the fucking, okay? I'm just being honest. If you took that, you're dumb. I wish there was a way I could sue the fucking carnival for making me take that. Because the show made me and Mike take that. They were like, if you want to work in our food joints, you need to have that done. So like an idiot, I had it done. And this was during a time when I was pissed off at Monograph. Yes, there was a time in 2020 when Monograph pissed me the fuck off. I did a video talking about Monograph, and I was bitching about it, because one of the things that pisses me off the most is when people delete their live streams, especially when I haven't finished the live stream. So Monograph would come on the internet, run his fucking cocksucker, and then delete the live stream. So if everybody remembers in 2020, he responded back to me and said, Emo, don't tell me how to run my channel. And I won't tell you how to run your channel. But if you don't like the way I run my channel, and you can't handle me deleting all my videos, then hit the X in the corner and don't come back. And he kept fucking deleting the shit. So then I started getting involved with the fucking Eric Brandt movement and the fucking Denver crew and all this shit. So I was pissed off with Monograph. Then Eric Brandt goes to jail, the Denver crew disappears, and there's no action on YouTube anymore. So I go back into watching Monograph. And that's when Monograph said, if you got this, you're going to have this. And if you got this, you're going to have that. And if you got this, you're going to have that. And go watch this video over here on how the shit turns into razor blades and cuts the inside of your body all up. It causes you to have blood clots and shit. So I'm listening to this shit after the show told me to get the COVID shot. Now, if I would have just stuck to Monograph deleting everything and caught Monograph when I could, maybe I would have been warned. See? But I tuned out of Monograph at the wrong fucking time, when he was trying to warn everybody not to do it. I come back to the Monograph channel, and then he's talking about all the damage that thing has done. Okay? Yeah. That was a big mistake, taking this. And the other second big mistake of 2020 that I made was not staying in the Monograph channel. I should have stayed with Monograph. I should have said, fuck the orders. I should have stayed listening to Monograph. Because maybe if I would have, I wouldn't have been stupid to get this. But it's going to be another 2020 situation all over again. That's how they're going to fucking crash the stock market, crash the fucking economy, crash the fiat banking system, and then when everything comes back up, after we have a little depression and another demic, When it comes back up, everybody will be on the digital currency. That's how it's going to be switched over. That's how Monograph thinks they're going to do it. And he thinks it's going to, and Monograph thinks it's going to be Marburg the next time. Okay? Marburg. That's going to be the next one. Okay? Oh, I am so friggin' disgusted right now. You don't even want what I'm looking at. You don't want to know what I'm looking at, but I'm looking at something and it's really pissing me off. I had an interesting thing happen to me on Friday. And I was like, oh my God. Thursday morning, I get out of bed. I turn on the security cameras, and all I see is green grass everywhere. I'm like, oh, green grass. Because, well, I want to say Wednesday, it started going up in the 40s. Thursday was up in the 50s. And Mike's like, good, we get rid of all that fucking shit. And I said, don't be too happy about it, because another song's just going to come right back in and go kablam. And Mike's like, shut your face. Well, what happened last night? So a must-see video if you're interested in seeing it. I put it on my main channel on Rumble. Friday night I did a tribute to the day the music died. Okay? I did some fucking Buddy Holly. I did some Richie Valens. And I did some Big Bopper. And then I finished it off with Bob Weir. Because about 4 nights ago, while I'm driving around in the truck, I hear that Bob Weir died of the Grateful Dead. So normally the Grateful Dead set that I do on New Year's, I played it Friday night and I streamed it. So I did all that stuff. So I'm getting ready. So it's Friday afternoon. The sun is out. Everything's nice and beautiful. And I'm like, Mike, I'm going to go down back, and I'm going to put the cover back on the barbecue grill, right? Because a couple weeks prior, the fucking barbecue grill cover blew off, and then it got full of fucking snow, so I couldn't get it back on the grill. And I'm like, okay, the barbecue grill cover is uncovered. It's got green grass all around, so I put the cover on, and I'm like, all right, so for shits and giggles, I go in my music room and I'm like, okay, I just want to check the fucking. I'm looking up at the ceiling inside the trailer. That's the recording studio down back, and I'm looking at the ceiling and I'm like, I don't see. Because we also had some rain, and I'm like, I don't see any signs of this roof leaking, and I'm looking around. And I went down back without my fucking phone, because if I had a fucking phone, you guys would have had the fucking video of this. I'm in the fucking music studio down back. I no sooner get in the door and I'm looking at the ceiling, looking for leaks. I'm trying to see if the roof is leaking, and I'm looking around. And I no sooner get in that fucking trailer's doorway, and I hear, kaboom! And then the next moment, and then a second after the kaboom, marble-size hail came out of this fucking sky. Now, you gotta remember, this is a camper with a metal roof. So imagine what the fucking hail sounded like on the fucking metal roof. Oh, yeah. I had music playing down there. I couldn't even hear the music. Okay? Now, I don't know if anybody's seen these fucking... When you go to the carnival, they have this thing, and I'll say the word once because of the YouTube's fucking idiocy here. They have this, what they call the machine gun game. Okay? And then you have this little paper target with a red star on it, and you're supposed to shoot the red star out. And if you shoot the red star out, you get to have a prize. Now, if you happen to be working for the carnival, or you can get somebody who works the carnival to take you out back while the people are shooting, take you out back of the trailer, and you got 20 or 30 people shooting towards the fucking wall, and the wall on the back of the trailer is a tin fucking wall, right? And I've had my one time when I was running a ride, my ride was on the opposite side of the machine gun. I know what that sounds like. All the people shooting up against the wall of the gaming trailer. That's what the fucking trailer inside the music studio sounded. And it was so fucking... I actually had to put my hands on my ears because the fucking hail hitting the fucking roof so hard, and I was like... And then the next thing hit me. Because I'm worried that springtime's going to be violent with tornadoes. So now I'm down there with no phone, and the computers ain't on yet, and I'm hearing, I sounded like I was. It almost sounded like I was standing in the middle of a rock tumble, and it had fucking rocks banging all around me with the fucking hail that came down, and then I started to panic even more because then I'm like, shit. My phone is on the kitchen counter. So then I start thinking, thunder, hail, tornado pops in my mind. Okay? And I'm like, this is great. Where's the worst place to be in a fucking tornado? A fucking camper trailer, right? Isn't that the worst fucking place to be in a tornado? And I'm panicking. I'm like, Lord, please don't let this be a tornado. Please don't kill me tonight. And I'm just... And it went on for like 15 minutes straight, and this fucking hail just pounding the fucking metal sides of the camper and pounding the fucking roof. And like I said, right before that, it was about 45 fucking degrees when this happened. After that thunder shower moved through, it went down. I watched it. Right after that thunder shower went down, went through, it dropped to about 32 degrees, and the light rain that was outside as light rain after the thunder shower went over, I watched it in front of my eyes change to fucking snow. And then I do the fucking tribute show down the back, and then I come back in here into the house, and the first thing I see in my YouTube's description is bomb cyclone. I'm like, oh my god. I was like, Mike, didn't I tell you we were going to get hit again? Didn't I tell you we were going to get hit again? So we're getting hit again. And I'm not happy. I'm not happy. 3 days ago, I seen green grass, and now I see about 4 inches of snow. I don't want 4 inches of snow. Go away. Oh my God. That fucking hailstorm, I'll tell you, oh my God, it was... This camera was still up here in the house. Because, see, that's another thing when you're speaking about money. See, this is the other problem I have when I want to do a show down back. Because they're not being, like I said, we're not being monetized. We're not having enough money. What happens is, I go, all right, let's say I wanted to go down back right now and I wanted to go sing some songs. So the first thing I got to do is I got to pack to go do a music show. So then what I got to do is I got to take the fucking keyboard. Yeah, I got to take the fucking keyboard. Let me make myself bigger and get this shit off the screen. I got to take, because like I said, I don't have the money to buy duplicates of everything, right? So this is the shit I go through when I want to just go down and have fun. So when I go down down back and have fun, I got to take the keyboard, because I don't have another keyboard down back. I got to take the mouse, because I don't have another mouse. I got to take the hard drive with the music on it. Then I got to take the fucking camera. Okay? Because that's going to go back and down back. Yeah. Because I don't have the money to buy another keyboard and mouse and leave it down there. I don't have the money to buy another fucking webcam and leave it down back. I don't have the money to buy another fucking hard drive and leave it down back. So when that fucking thunder shower came through, my phone's in the fucking house. This webcam is still hooked up to this computer in the house. So I didn't have it down back. And I was like, man, if I would have got that on fucking YouTube, that fucking hail, that would have been a priceless fucking video. I wouldn't have made any money on it, but still, it would have been a priceless video. And it's a pain in the neck when you gotta move your shit all the time. Now, you might say, Emo, what the hell is this on your mouse? See this? Yeah, there's a reason why that's on my mouse. Because see over here, one of the things is in this fucking house, I'm wedged between this little tiny desk here and the fucking bed. And the fucking mouse doesn't like to stay on the fucking bed. Every time I turn around, the fucking mouse likes to fucking fall off the bed. So I put it on the tether. I put it on a fucking leash because I'm tired of chasing the fucking mouse all over the fucking floor. It's pinned to the bed. See that? And then I can unhook it. See? And hold it like I was just holding it a minute ago. Because I got tired of chasing that goddamn mouse around the fucking room all the time. I got tired of it. I literally got tired of chasing the mouse all over the fucking place. So I put it on a tether. You know? Because I'm tired of shit. And this cover, okay? The cover on this mouse is magnetic, okay? You know, you have some mouses where the cover snaps into the mouse. This one's magnetic. So all I gotta do is lightly pull it off. So what would happen is, every time the fucking mouse would hit the floor, the cover would go one way, the fucking batteries would go another, and then it was ring around the rosy, pick up the fucking mouse, pick up the fucking batteries, pick up the fucking back, and then put it all back together again. I got fucking sick of it. So my mouse wanted to be a fucking 2-year-old and couldn't stay on the fucking bed, so I had to tie it to the fucking bed. Okay? Now it's tied to the fucking bed. Okay? Because I'm tired of fucking chasing this thing all over the fucking room. Oh, and somebody asked, I forgot to mention one more thing, and then we're going to get out of here. One more thing. Somebody mentioned to me about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was holding, it wasn't necessarily this one, it might have been the purple one. And somebody left me a comment and they go, Emo, why the fuck are you holding a pencil in your fucking video? We know you're retarded. We know you can't read or write. Why are you holding a fucking... something to that effect. They left me the comment. And I was, basically holding... It was either this one... I have 3 of them. I have this one with the silver. I have a purple one. And then I have a goldish brown color one. I don't remember which one I had in the video. But I've been meaning to mention this in the last few videos. This is not a pencil, you dumb fucking idiot. It's a stylus pen. See the end? Okay. Because what I've been doing a lot lately is I'll watch YouTube. I'll put a YouTube video on, and then I'll play a game at the same time I'm watching the YouTube video. So, a lot of times I'll have this set up. Of course, on the camera side, not on this side. I'll have this set up over here. On the other side of the desk where the camera is. I didn't say open that. And let me see. Which one was I doing? And I'll have my stand under it. And, as you can see my video up there, I'll be watching the video. Let's say this is a video of YouTube that I'm watching. And while I'm watching the YouTube video, I'll be going with my fucking stylus pen playing a game like I'm doing now. Yeah, this one is... You're supposed to match the color and shoot. Can you even say shoot on YouTube? I'm not sure if I can say that anymore. But... So it's my... So somebody asked, why is Emo holding a pencil on one of my videos? It wasn't a pencil, it was a stylus pen. Alright, now we're going to go to the top up there. And now we're going to go, see, and then I can angle it and go up there. Alright. And now we're going to, oh, that's not where I wanted you, you dweeb. Alright. Here. And another yellow one right here. So the people will ask me, oh, what was that? Why did Emo have a pencil in this video a couple of times? It wasn't a pencil, it's a stylus pen. Okay? But if I was to put this tablet where it normally goes, it would be blocking you guys. We're going to use yellow again. Alright. Blue. That's blue. Red. Ah! Didn't go where I wanted, stupid. Come on. Over here. Right up. Ah! How did I... See, because I'm doing this backwards, so I missed it. I missed that damn shot. Come on. Right there, dead center. That's where I want it. See it? Alright, I'm going to let go and it should put it there. There we go. Alright, so now I want to bank off the wall on this side and get these last red ones. Alright, there they go. Alright. But normally this tablet goes right here. That's where the tablet normally goes. And you can't see, can you? Yeah, because that's where my tablet normally goes. It usually goes into space. That's where my tablet usually goes. See? So if I move it out of where it goes, and then you guys can see me again. But yeah, it usually goes in this little, I don't know. Let me see if I can do this without making a mess. What was that? No, I can't. Because I was going to try to get a better angle of it, but I can't. So, but you get the idea. The only thing I had to change recently, and I'm going to get out of here with this because I know I'm probably starting to bore people now. The other thing I had to get for this tablet is one of the issues that I ran into. Okay, and this happens with a normal size charger. Okay, so you take a normal charger. Okay, normal charger goes this way, but they put the fucking charging port in the bottom. Now, if you go to try to put this in the holder, see what happens? The fucking wire hits. You can't. It won't go down low enough to go in the holder. You see that? It won't go. Well, now it did because it went up. But if it's on the counter like this, see, your stand's not going to fit in there. So I just recently found this on Amazon. This came in handy. So I changed the charger on my tablet to a different one. Because like I said, when you got the one that comes straight down, you can't put it in the holder because it holds the damn charger up so high. So if you're running into that problem, you can buy this guy at Amazon. See that? See how it's bent? So now I can put this in the bottom. I can put this in the... Where the hell's my bottom? There it is. See, now I can put that in the bottom. And because it's bent, now it will fit in the stand. Come on, stand open. Okay? See, now it will fit in the stand because the charging cable is bent. See that? Kind of like that. I just don't have enough room on this edge to show it to you the right way. But yeah, I play a lot of games on here. That's all I bought this for. I play a lot of games. No, that's a stupid ad. Wanted me to download shit. So, come on, don't freeze on me, you dweeb. Yeah, sometimes the games freeze because the internet sucks. Come on. Oh, there it goes. But yeah, so you just match the colors. So to do this shit, you need a stylus pen. And like I said, you can shoot it off the wall like this. And then I can... But we're going to see that little zigzag. All right, let's do it. There we go. Green, red, blue, red. Bank it off the side. See if I can get it up there on the top. There we go. Bank it off on the side to get the both blues. There we go. All right, let's go for the top now. All right, let's, I don't know, red. But you get the point. This is my stylus pen. I love it. Come on, red. There we go. But you get the point. But yeah, I bought the charger that goes in this way. See how flat it is? So now this tablet I can hold it like this on this piece of wood. And the charger ain't jacked up in the air like that. I hate when they do shit like that. And then what pisses me off is that I know the trolls are gonna say, but Emo, you can turn it upside down. Yeah, you turn it upside down so you can charge it, and now look. Now the game's upside down, silly. Well, on some of my games, the game would be upside down. This one did it the right way, but not all the games do it that way. They just wanted to make a liar out of me. All right, you can go away now, tablet. But, yeah, so anytime you see me twirling one of these, it's not a pencil, it's a stylus pen. I love them. I like them. They're really, 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 really cool. So, I see one chat room. Jason Goodet's in there. Hi, Jason. So Lady Di's in there. So let me go back through the chat in the other room. I don't know. I just wanted to do this twice. Hello, Lady Di. Uh-huh. Yeah, Lady Di says you will have no actual currency in your wallet. Yep, that's what it's gonna do. All right, I'm just gonna go. Oh, one of the people asked, do you need a license to ham radio? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. But I'm just looking at the chat to see if there was anything really important before I get out of here. So I see you, Jason. Okay. So I'm going to end this in a minute. But I was bored. I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys. Actually, I was going to go live on Facebook tonight. I'm going to start doing Facebook like once a week. Because I can do Facebook now. Not monetized. So, because I don't want the trolls to think, oh, he's going over to Facebook now to make money. No. Actually, Facebook is worse. Facebook is worse than YouTube. 90% of what I say when it comes to me spurging out at the trolls will get you banned on Facebook real quick. Especially a word that ends in got. Okay? Yeah, that would get me really shut down really quick over there on Facebook. See, that's why I don't do Twitch, because Twitch is really strict too. I can still tell you the last time I got banned on Twitch. Does anybody remember a song that starts with, and I'm not going to sing the whole song, but it starts with, I want my MTV by the Dire Straits. Well, the last time I got banned, I mean, the band is over with, but it was like a 30-day ban on Twitch because I played that song. Now, why would I get banned for playing a Dire Straits song on Twitch? Because there's a certain word with "got" that you can't say on Twitch, okay? Because the minute their bots and their sentries hear the word with "got" in it, they immediately shut down your live stream and you get fucking suspended. So everybody knows the third verse. The little faggot with his own jet airplane. The little faggot is a millionaire. The little faggot is this and that now. Okay? Yeah. I got banned because that lyric was in a Dire Straits song when I was doing the DJ Hollandwell show. That's how much Twitch hates that fucking word. And after that, I never did another DJ show over on Twitch, and I haven't streamed on Twitch since. Now, I did get the email saying, okay, your suspension is over, you can go back to Twitch, but I thought it was kind of lame that, because it was the lyric of the song being in the song 3 times, Twitch didn't like it, and I went, click. Well, Facebook's the same way. Yeah, they're very touchy. So, when we go over to Facebook, guys, we really have to keep it clean. just saying. A clean version of emo, yeah. That's gonna be really hard to do. Sure is. Alright, well, I want to get out of here because I don't want to be boring people. So, Jason Goodette, I see you. There's another person above him that I can't really see right now because the chat's too small. But I'll blow it up and make it bigger in a minute. So I can see it. But, and again, lastly, I'm serious, guys. My hard drive, I want to repeat this one more time in case there's anybody out there that might have some ideas. My hard drive is compromised. It needs to be replaced. Is there a way I can get my Windows 10 key out of the computer without having the sticker, because my fucking sticker got obliterated from the computer being moved around for so many years. So that's one thing. How do I fucking deal with that without having to buy Windows all over again? And how do I move shit from the bad drive to a new C drive? How do you fucking copy the data? Because I'm like, I have no idea how to do any of that. I literally have no idea to do that, but my SSD drive, known as C, is failing because it's going on 9 years old, and I did some research on YouTube, and I found a tutorial on why your hard drive could be always full all the time. And that's when the guy said, well, inside that hard drive there's little chips, and they're only made to be erased and rewritten so many times. So you figure after 9 years of use on the hard drive, how many times are those chips, they only allowed to be used so many times. And then when they get used so many times, the hard drive goes bad. So I had a hell of a time getting my broadcast software back into this computer just to do this live stream tonight. Or with the hard drive being fucked, do I bite the bullet and start saving for another computer if I can? You know? And shut this one down before it gets, kaputs. I don't know what to do at this point. Moving shit from hard drives to one, from one hard, like I can move shit from a SSD drive to an external. I know how to do that. But how do you clone a fucking drive with a fucking operating system on it? I'd have no idea. And then again, if my computer got hacked by people like Andrew, do I want the hack to go from one drive to the other, or should I just say fuck it and basically have a new machine, start all over again, put a new SSD drive, a new copy of Windows, and just start all over again? I don't know what to do. I'm at my wit's end. I'm at my wit's end over that. So, any of you tech gurus out there who might have an idea, let me know. I would appreciate that. And with that, I will see everybody later. Is Rogue Nation on yet? Because Rogue Nation said he was going to do a video tonight on the Digital Currency Act. Let me see if he's on right now. Because if he's on, I can redirect you to him. I know how to redirect live streams now. Somebody taught me that too. Yeah, there's a trick you can do. There's a way you can do it. So if I'm live and somebody else is live who I like, I can actually redirect my live stream to their live stream. Because I happen to be friends with a storm chaser who does it all the time. He'll be storm chasing, and he'll be like, "Okay, I'm done storm chasing for the night. See you later, bye-bye. But I'm gonna send you over to Brendan's live stream. Good night, everybody." And he'll click off, and then the next thing you know, all of us are in Brendan's room. There's a way to do that. So that's why I was gonna, because it's a similar topic, so I was going to send you guys over to Road Nation's room if he was on right now. But I can't see because I'm logged out at the moment. Stupid computer. I know we were supposed to do that tonight. So in other words, if I was doing this live stream and Lady Di was live, okay, just using Lady Di as an example, there's a way on YouTube. It's kind of a bitch to do it, but there's a workaround where if Lady Di was streaming, I could send every one of you right into Lady Di's room, and all of a sudden my stream would end, and you would see Lady Di's parrot key background on the screen. Yeah, and then you would be in Lady Di's room. It's really not that hard to do. One of the little tricks of the trade I just recently learned how to do. But I'm not signed into fucking Google on my fucking other browser, so I can't tell if Road is on right now. Rogue Nation. Where am I? Come on, log in so I can see my subscriptions, stupid. Come on. Or can somebody tell me in my chat if Rogue Nation is on? Because I'm having a hard time getting to YouTube, and it's pissing me off. All right, do I see anybody good on? No, Road Nation is not on yet. And I don't see anybody worth a damn that's live streaming right now. So I can't redirect you guys, but I would love to try it one of these days. Now I'm learning how to do it. But anyways, catch you on the next one, guys. I've rambled long enough.